Hello students, welcome back to my channel. You must be waiting for the 10 latest defense updates. Yeah, so I'm here. Number 1. Russia to counter pitch its own Super Sukhoi upgrade program to India. Not to miss out on the nearly $4 to 6 billion Super Sukhoi upgrade program of the 150 Indian Sukhoi 30 Mk1 fleet, the sources have confirmed IDRW that Russia United Aircraft Corporation has come with its own Super Sukhoi upgrade program for India that will bring aircraft at par with the Russian level of SM-2. Russians Su-30 SM-2 fighters are getting upgraded with a host of improvements in avionics, engines and different aerodynamics that the company claims will make it par with any 4.5 generation fighter jet with near 5th generation performance. Next, US-India looking for local production of M982 Excalibur shells. The United States and India are in talks that will grant India local production rights of its 155 mm M982 Excalibur artillery rounds that were procured in 2019, likely for the M777 ultralight towed artillery howitzer purchased from the United States. 155 M982 Excalibur can also be used from the K9 Vajra, Dhanush and Bofors. Indian Army had procured more than 600 rounds of both air-burst and ground-burst configuration types in the Army's inventory. Next, Indian Army issues RFP for rugged terrain bike, that is RTB. The Ministry of Defence, Government of India intends to procure quantity 2,748 rugged terrain bike with accessories under emergency procurement through fast-track procedure under buy category. Rugged terrain bike should have a minimum of 02 personnel, including the driver, monoblock seat with not less than 360 cc. Maximum speed not less than 80 kmph on road and not less than 40 kmph cross country in mountainous terrain and 30 kmph in deserts. Next, GE has yet to confirm the TOT for the niche technology of F414 engines for India. American Aerospace engine major GE Aviation will share the technology transfer of its 414 INS-6 turbofan engine with India, allowing for local manufacturing of the engine for all future fighter jets aircraft program coming out of India over the next 2 decades. In the beginning, 75% of the F414 INS-6 turbofan engine will be manufactured in India, gradually increasing to 85% and then beyond in multiple stages over the next few years as India develops its ecosystem. Next, has India 111 payloads, 105 space debris object orbiting Earth? Yes, India has 111 payloads over 105 space debris object orbiting the Earth as tracked and catalogued by USS Spacecom, Union Minister Jitendra Singh told the Rajya Sabha on Thursday. In a written reply, Mr. Singh said all orbiting debris will have an impact on the sustainability of outer space and future missions, and added that ISRO had been carrying out many studies on the impacts of growing space debris on the space environment. Next, Mahindra developed WhAP 8x8 prototype still under trials. Mahindra Defence, a rival automobile manufacturer to Tata Defence, is still testing its own variant for the Indian Army, which is based on the wheeled armored platform, that is WhAP 8x8 wheeled, powered by a 600 HP Cummins engine coupled to an Allison transmission, was developed by DRDO, but the first few prototypes were built by Tata Defence, where Mahindra Defence emerged as L2 vendor and was granted permission to manufacture wheeled armored platform for army trials. The Indian Army recently inducted the toned-down infantry protected mobility vehicles, that is IPMV, which is based on a WhAP 8x8 wheeled armed platform. While no major orders have been placed for this, which also has amphibious capabilities. Next, India-US keen to fast-track $3 billion PreData drone deal. India and the United States are keen for an early conclusion of the 30 MQ-9B Predators armed drones deal at a cost of over $3 billion, which will help New Delhi strengthen its overall surveillance apparatus along the line of actual control and the Indian Ocean. In the works for more than 5 years, the ball is now in India's court. Officials familiar with the development said Wednesday, without explaining further. The MQ-9B Predator armed drones, 10 each for 3 services, is seen to be a key part of the India's national security and defense needs. Next, LCA Tejas to be at the central stage of Indian Pavilion at Aero India 2023. A full-scale LCA Tejas aircraft in final operational clearance configuration will be at the center stage of Indian Pavilion at Aero India 2023, to be held from February 13 to 17 at Yelahanka Air Force Station in Bengaluru. The 14th edition of the Biennial Aero Show and Aviation Exhibition, organized by the Ministry of Defence, will have a separate India Pavilion based on fixed-wing platform theme to showcase India's strides in the fixed-wing area and future prospects in the field, a defence release said on Thursday. Next, China reveals tailless concept for next-generation fighter jets. A promotional video released by the Chinese aviation industry on Thursday featured computer-generated images showing that analysis said on Wednesday could represent a concept of the country's next-generation fighter jet, which reflects China's determination to outspace the US in new warplane development. The video, published in the WeChat video channel of the state-owned Aviation Industry Corporation of China, introduced China's airborne radar development and featured, near its end, a computer-generated clip showing 3 unknown aircraft flying in formation. Next, UK Defence BBC Independence says investing heavily in relationship with India. The UK government has defended the BBC as a media outlet independent in its output in the wake of widespread Indian diaspora protest against the controversial documentary on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Addressing reporters at Downing Street on Wednesday, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak spokesman echoed a statement issued by Foreign Secretary James Cleverly in Parliament earlier this week to add that the government continues to invest in its relationship with India. Thank you. Please like, share and comment.